Everybody, what is going on? I hope you guys are feeling wonderful. My name is Abducted by Robloxians, and we are going to be talking about Blue Heater 2. It released yesterday. I was a beta player, actually. I did a few levels back in the day. I haven't necessarily continued very much. When I went onto the game's Roblox page today, I was checking out and I gave it a thumbs down, and I was like, why did I do that? I don't remember why I did it. I actually paid for it when it came out. It was like like 100 Robux or something, 150. It wasn't a lot, but I wanted to check it out, and I wanted to see why didn't I like it. And since yesterday there was a release, I got into it and I played about for an hour, maybe a bit longer, and then I just kinda overall just ditched the game. And I wanted to tell you guys why. What do I think about this game? Now, first of all, having an MMORPG, so to speak, on Roblox, I always think is a lot of wasted potential, because next to dungeon crawlers, I really do like myself a good MMO, a good MMORPG, some good role-playing, some leveling, some item farming. Now, on the market, this is definitely the toughest game genre that you can create. So these guys that were working on Blue Heater 2 here, I can tell you that this must have been a hell of, honestly, like a hell of a work that they had to throw in here. So first of all, big shout out goes to these guys. Now, creating something like this is not easy. Let's talk about the positives and the negatives. I'm gonna start with the positives though, because I gotta tell you that it looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. So if you come into the game here, like I remember when I was playing the beta, it didn't look the way it looks now. So they've done some tremendous changes visually, and also the way it plays. It feels really good. Running around the world feels really nice. It does feel a little bit empty. I don't know if it's due to the server size. I don't even know how many people you can have on here, but I mean, right now it's 24, but since the map is like so huge, it feels good. It feels really, really good. It looks nice. It has a nice color blend, especially when it goes like, you know, when sometimes you see the sun shining onto a few things, there's some nice shadows going on, and you know, I'm a sucker for good graphics, and I think this is probably the top that Roblox can give you when it comes to like MMO visuals, so it looks very, very nice. On the other side, the game is not pay to win. That's another really interesting thing. I mean, yeah, you can you have the currency, which is called BB. If we go in here, you can get yourself some BB, and with that you can buy cosmetics, which you then can sell at a marketplace, which you then can sell for gold, which then again you can buy yourself some stronger weapons with it. So this is definitely possible, and as a beta player, I think I got about 10,000 BB or something. I wasted it all on like, you know, basically just on some very nice cosmetics. So overall, that is really, really nice. There's no real actual game pass, at least not that I have found. So the stuff that you can buy in the shop is like auras and like, I don't know, like overlays they call it. Basically your avatar transforms into that overlay, so to speak. So that's pretty cool. You have some monster boxes in here. You have weapon items that you can draw out of this. You can get some dresses like suits and tavern dresses. So they put some really a lot of work into this. I mean, the game was a long time in the beta, and it released yesterday to the full-fledged game as it is right now. Now, apart from all of that good stuff, you know, there's a few quirks that I have noticed. Now, I haven't noticed any bugs or anything that I had throughout playing in this world, but what I did notice is that the quest lines are all over the place. So if you're not like, if you're starting out to be a like complete beginner like I did yesterday, even though I was in the beta, you're going to be lost in the beginning. I mean, I guess in the beginning it's going to give you a few things, like for example, you can talk to Psyna or something. It's going to let you kill some, you know, some slimes here, some slimes there. You're going to get into the town, and then you're going to get yourself some sort of a horse that you can get yourself here from the stables. Once you talk to this guy over here, to the guard, he's gonna like bring you into the town. You're gonna talk to the guy on the mission board, which is gonna be in here. You're gonna talk to this person, the Commander Beat or BT, I don't know, and then you're gonna get yourself a weapon, which you can get over here. So you're gonna have to talk to individual characters for the, so to speak, class that you want, right? You're gonna talk to these guys here, talk to this guy, talk to her. I think I did talk to her here for Arabella to get myself a staff. It was laying somewhere here, I think it was laying around. It wasn't hard to get. and then you kind of like good to go for the beginnings. You have to kind of like explore on your own, and I was able to do that until I hit like a roadblock, which I'm at right now at level 8, and there is no real quest that I can do anymore, at least none that I can find that is gonna give me the experience to level up. And this is when I think the game falls apart in the beginning. So the first half an hour, the first 40 minutes, you know, I've been reading the quest lines, reading a lot of stuff. Then, you know, basically after this place and you beat down the giant slime over here, this is where the game falls apart for me. There was also one cool bit. There is a dungeon, but that doesn't really help you with leveling up. It gives you the items that you can get here, which is right next to the tavern, and then it just started to kind of fall apart a little bit, and I'm gonna explain to you why that is. There's another really important quest line that you should be doing, which is over here, which is going to be able to heal you, which is really nice, which is this quest line over here, talking to that girl here. I think you have to take out some wolves or something like that, or sell these mushrooms. Oh, sorry, I just woke up. It's gonna be a meme at one point on my channel, because I always wake up at like 6 AM, start making videos, and I'm like still not there mentally. Anyways, after some time, you will start running through some stuff and get to the next places, and then you're gonna be able to get like a quest where you have to take out the Night Stalkers, and this is where things are gonna get like, you know, I would have really enjoyed to have a little bit more of a clear path on where you have to go, because overall it just seems a little bit more empty. Like you have all of these slimes and you have all of these guys that you can take out, but once you reach like level 8, 9, 10, as far as I've seen, this is where things go a little bit weird, because you don't get a lot of EXP anymore, and it's really difficult to just basically level up in this game, and it's just not giving you a clear path on where you have to go next. So you will see yourself a lot running around, a lot of running around here, and I know that Roblox is a very fast and very quick platform, right? And that will turn off a lot of people, you know, once they go around, especially when you're playing on mobile. You're gonna be rolling around and you're like, oh look, there's a place, I can go over there, so I'm gonna go over there. Then I'm gonna get this witch apprentice quest line, and then you have to take out the Night Stalkers, which is eventually they're gonna be spawning here, but it has to be night, and the day-night cycle is gonna take quite a little bit of time. I think I've seen them once, and when I was battling them, they were way too strong, so they took me out pretty fast. I wasn't able to tank the damage, so that is kind of like the downside that I have here, because I'm kind of lost now. Like, I don't know what route I should be going. There's a lot of exploration that could be made, especially also in multiplayer playing. I don't know if there's like a thing, like there's guilds, so you could potentially make a guild, but again, this one's gonna cost 12,500 BB, which is initially very expensive. If we're gonna go into the shop here, 12,000 is gonna be, so you can see 3,599, so 35 euros, or about $40 almost, like somewhere along those lines. It's gonna be for 9,000, so that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, everybody, and yeah, really difficult. I haven't seen any other way of making money otherwise, like especially with PvE. There was this one boss that I found, which was over there, but yeah, I can't really take that guy out as well. You need kind of like a group for that too. And that's basically it. I haven't found any more quest lines that I could have done. I mean, check out my EXP bar down here, okay? So I'm gonna get down here and we're gonna start doing, we're gonna take out these Ryans here. Ryan, and you can see there's not much experience coming from that, so you will have to find some sort of a quest line that's gonna be really good for you. So one thing that I would really truly appreciate, I also did this other quest line where I was getting this skill here, and it keeps telling you insufficient stat, so you will need about 40 stats before using this, but it was in the kind of the beginner's area, which is also a little bit sad. So I've done a whole quest line, and it took me quite some time to find that moonstone or whatever it was, or runestone, I think, and then in the end you can't even use that. So instead of having that, why don't they just limit the quest line to like level 14 or something? I think that would make a lot more sense, because now I'm just running around with a skill that I can't use because I don't have enough intelligence, instead of, you know, being able to do the quest line, and then, you know, because that kind of took some time as well, and now you're just sitting around, you're gonna be like, huh, well, okay, I guess so, and, yeah, I think this is where the game falls apart. This is where I am losing motivation, and I can imagine other people losing motivation as well, because you can see they don't do a lot of good experience here. I mean, the experience is pretty bad. Like, it's like not even a slight move in EXP, which I think is a little bit sad. So you're just running around trying to kill monsters, and they're basically not gonna give you anything in the end. Overall, this stuff here is really well made. I just wanted to let everybody know this, that you know, you have a little bit of a stat point distribution over here, which is pretty cool. So that's very nice. You have some talents that you can put in. You have some abilities that are kind of like passive abilities for yourself. These are some active skills, which is really cool. You have a map going on here. You can still follow those quests, but again, if you hover over those, they don't necessarily tell you if they're really good or for what level they are. So having some more transparency in that, I think, would help the game tremendously, you know. There's also the locations part. If you want to sell some stuff, you can go to the Sunshine Town, and that's where you'd be able to sell some stuff and buy some stuff with gold, which I think is pretty cool. It's like kind of like a marketplace where you can go to and like buy yourself some stuff and sell some stuff. So I do like that aspect of the game very much. And that's basically it. I think I'm kind of like missing a main storyline, something that kind of shows you where you can go to finish the main storyline, which also might include having like yeah, I just threw them in there. I thought that this is the prices that they go for. Apparently they don't, so yeah, this is what I'm kind of missing in the game. And I can see people like this kind of reminds me of like a Sword Burst 3 or something. It died within like 1 or 2 weeks. I don't hope that this will happen. I hope that it's not going to happen in this game here, but yeah, I might kind of see this going into the direction, because when people get lost, like, it's not the gameplay loop or anything that makes the people would want to go. I think being lost is like the worst thing that can happen to somebody in an MMORPG. I've been playing MMOs ever since I can think. Honestly, I started out with World of Warcraft when I was like really young, and it's been going. I'm 31 now, so I've been playing a lot of MMOs, and I think this is where the game falls apart. I think they've built a beautiful world, and there's a lot of interesting stuff that is happening, but I think for a newcomer that they immediately have to go on YouTube and have to Google how to find this, how to beat that, how to do this. I think this is where the game is falling apart, but that is just my own personal opinion. I think everything else that they have built is kind of awesome, up until you get into this town here where you're gonna get yourself the weapon, and this is where, like, I think in the tavern, this is where it just kind of like drops, and you just go like, damn, because in the beginning I wasn't sure, should I actually do every single one of these quest lines? Should I get every single sword? Should I get everything thingy? Because it's still showing on the map as yellow once I've chosen my you know, my staff, because it wouldn't make any sense to choose to be a warrior right now, because I got all of this stuff put into intelligence. I mean, yeah, you can, you know, do that, you can reset your skills and stuff, but I don't know, this is where I just feel, it just feels where it's like throwing, you know, just going apart, just a little bit. Anyways, that is my opinion on Blue Heater 3. I think it comes in with a lot of quirks. Map design is beautiful, everything else is beautiful, the UI is beautiful. I just think it's the story, the main storyline, that is just kind of like taking it apart a little bit. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't be too angry if I just, you know, said about a few critical things about this game. If you enjoy this, like if you're a max level and stuff like that, I think it has a ton of potential. Let's see where this game will go in a few weeks, and let's see. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one. Bye.